So what is consistency? Consistency is conformity in the application of something. Consistency wins. And that's what we've learned, and that's why no one should ever doubt LeBron James. LeBron James, ever since going to the Miami Heat, his playoff record has been 12-3, 12-6, 12-4, 12-3, 12-2, 12-2, and 12-1. He's the best player to ever walk on this planet in the last 20 years, and people don't respect him for that. We've learned that consistency wins championships, and when people say that LeBron James should not go to the finals, I think they're crazy. What has been consistent in the East for the last 15 years? LeBron James. Any other team in the league does not have that kind of consistency. You watch LeBron James play with his guys, and recently he's been struggling. But guess what? LeBron doesn't care. He's bored. That's life. Sometimes you get bored when you're too good, and that's what LeBron James is. He looks like he's playing. He looks like there should be a better league made for LeBron James and people just as good as him, but there's not. There's not enough guys like that. He hasn't missed the All-Star game since 2005, and he hasn't missed All-NBA first team since 2007 to 2008. Now, what doesn't win? Inconsistency. The Toronto Raptors haven't been able to win in the playoffs over time. They haven't been able to pass LeBron in the conference finals, and they got swept by LeBron just last year. Kyrie Irving, he's a great player, but he's not able to stay consistent and stay consistently healthy. He's had this face mask on, and that's not the first time he's had it on. And you look at teams like Giannis and the Bucks, and they fail to consistently win over the last 5 years. Giannis is also a great player, but you can't trust Giannis to win. Personally, I believe that he's just too young to play LeBron, and his squad, how it's a nice squad, and starting five-wise, I probably think they're better. You have LeBron James, and LeBron James plays as like three people. When you watch inconsistency, you think of guys that just go up and down and up and down, and that is like Lou Williams, like Gerald Green, and they've not been able to win championships. When you see inconsistency, you look at Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid, he's been injured more than he's been able to play, and Ben Simmons, who can't shoot. So when you think LeBron James can't win, look at the teams he's playing. He's been playing against the Raptors, and he just got killed by them. And Fred VanVleet, yeah, he dropped 22 points. I mean, he's a nice player, but come playoff time, he's not going to have 10 points in any of the games. I mean, he's an up-and-coming player, but I believe that LeBron James, he will get it figured out with Isaiah Thomas, and Isaiah Thomas is a great player, and he'll learn that sometimes he just does not need to have the ball, and it's LeBron's ball, and it's LeBron's team, and it's LeBron's league. LeBron James has single-handedly overtaken the Eastern Conference, and he has the right to basically say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants, which is why I congratulate him for being a huge troll this year with the Arthur memes and him talking to Lonzo Ball but covering his mouth with his shirt. I just think that LeBron James is too good to get defeated by any of these weak Eastern Conference teams. His first round matchup, no matter who it is, they're gonna get swept. I don't care who it is. They're just not good enough. And then his second round matchup will probably be either a Washington Wizards, Toronto Raptors, Miami Heat, someone like that. And the Wizards, John Wall, Bradley Beal, both have failed to stay healthy. And they're great players, but they're too young, and John Wall can't shoot. And when you can't shoot, how do you win? At the point guard position. And then you look at Miami and you think, oh wow, like that's like a core of players that are pretty nice. But again, there's no star on that team, and no one on that team is gonna want to guard LeBron, except for maybe James Johnson, and he's okay, but he's not really that great. And then you look at a team like Toronto. Well, I mean, they have embraced this new era and this nuance, but I mean, DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry have LeBron James-itis. They're just scared of him. And I think everyone on a team just takes that and believes that. And then you go into the conference finals and you play a team like Boston. I mean, Kyrie versus LeBron. Like, I'm obviously taking LeBron. I don't care how good Kyrie Irving is. LeBron James is the best player in the league. So, if you think LeBron's not going to make the finals, you're crazy. Who cares that he's been losing? I mean, he lost at the beginning of the year, too. He chooses when he wants to play, and that's what the greats do because they're just too good.